You'll be surprised. And I'm not beating myself chest. You'll be surprised who will go down. If today, even myself, if I decide like, let's go on this, you'll be surprised. Because those cameras will send somebody in prison, 100%. But clips, somebody saying he bought me a jeans, guys. And you know, I don't even wear jeans.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my wish and prayer that this video is going to find you when in good health and fine. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end. So let me know where you are watching this video from. The state, the country, and what you're doing now. So guys, there are a lot of things and a lot of mysteries that are now unraveling. I'm going to talk about 3 things per se. Just to ask a question to Ivaintures if he truly wants to pursue this case. If it's not, there's the reasons why, because it is a double sword. And I will tell you the reasons as to why I believe Ivaintures is not ready to proceed with this case, because a lot of things happened in that house. Number 2, why Marwa has decided to call Ivaintures to produce the CCTV footage. Because a lot of things happened that CCTV footage will reveal. And I believe Ivaintures does not want to travel that long road. Another thing, I want to talk about the resurrections of the dead channels that are now is cropping up and creeping up to resuscitate themselves because Marwa the goat has spoken. It is true. Numerous number of channels. They were in existence, but they came back for views. Majority of them have been talked about, but at the progression stages of this video, I will let you know who and who spoke. In my list, I got number 1, Michele Ponte. Number 2, the king of traveler. For those of guys who know the king of traveler, that US guy who came to Nyabohanze, wanted to meet Marwa, but had an altercations with Mayugno and Minhawi in the myriad kind of a picture. The guy whose cake was smashed by Joyce's, if you can remember so. The guy also for the longest time, he was disappearing, but he came back. We'll talk about what he said. And least of all, the crybaby for help, we call the Nairobi Mosquito, also resuscitated back his channel, because for the longest time, he hasn't been posting until Amara had to speak. Either it's like this exits of Marwa has put a new breath. It was an antidote to Nairobi's teachers' illness. So Nairobi teachers has come back. So guys, all these 3 issues, I'm going to discuss them at the progression stages of this video. So if you want to know more and to get the third perspective and the truth itself, kindly keep it here with me. If you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly take a moment or a second, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you going forward. To my loyal subscriber, thank you very much. Moderator, thank you very much. Silent watcher, could you please find in your heart to always subscribe to my channel. Above all, I thank God and I thank to you for enabling this channel reach 3,000 subscribers. So, as we are speaking right now, we are celebrating 3,000 subscription, and that one means we are growing steadily. Are you there? We are growing steadily. So, without further ado, let's proceed after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Sinazak and this is my channel. So guys, Marwa still insisting and asking only one thing, because the video I did yesterday, it was addressing and demystifying and declassifying the information that Ivaintures put forth on his video channel. It was just a PR gimmick. Ivaintures was answering things that Amarwa never asked for. Ivaintures started a PR gimmick to cleanse his side to appear so clean, while inside is seriously dirty. Are you there? Have you ever seen couples, when they are right inside their houses, they don't talk? Narcissistic kind of traits and conditions ensued forthwith, highly octaned. But the moment they step outside the house, they appear together, they hold hands, they embrace each other, they can even kiss in the public just to validate their authenticness with the public that they are good couples. While they're inside the house, is completely the opposite. That is Ivaintures. And this is the things that Amarwa wanted Ivaintures to come and address. And how would Ivaintures could have addressed this? Produce the CCTV camera. Everything was recorded. Are you there? And that one also gives you a gist that Marwa knows very well that it's time to tell his side of story. For the people who are asking why Amarwa should not be talking about this as a traveling vlogger, my friend, traveling vloggers always talk when their names are being painted black outside there. When they might talk all of it, nobody talks about it. Are you there? Ivaintures is also a traveler, talked about it. So the reasons why people are asking that, why Amarwa is talking now, because Amarwa never had the chance for a debrief. When that happened, people took sides with Ivaintures. People talk, people painted Amarwa bad picture. But it's now a time Amarwa wants to pave a new chance and want to start a new beginning. Therefore, it was of essence for debrief. Now, it was the time and the chance for Amarwa to talk. And that's why the question, why Amarwa is asking Ivaintures to produce CCTV footage, that one is the last nail on the coffin. Amarwa has told Ivaintures, you can say whatever you want to say. Those are the times you had good times. Are you there? You never had issues with that one. There's only one specific thing Amarwa is asking for you. If you're clean, as you claim, open the CCTV footages so that it could be viewed in the full glare of the public. Perhaps Ivaintures is not willing to take that route, because what is in the footage will send him to jail. And his job is at the precipice of chaos, at the precipice of adjournment, and going to the oblivion, big time. So, majority of people think that Amarwa is a dons. No. Amarwa is not a pedestrian. Amarwa, its wars is so philosophical. Its wars is spiritual. Is not a faint-hearted kind of a person. He will talk, but the only thing Amarwa will tell you, open the CCTV camera. Okay, well, for those who are still waiting for Ivaintures to produce other videos concerning Amarwa, he won't. The only video he will produce video that's favoring him on one side, how they used to have good times with the Amarwa. Nothing in it. But he will never come and counter Amarwa back to back when it comes to CCTV footage. The question is, did you give a minor alcohol? Why can't you produce? You claimed Amarwa wanted to say an underage girl. You said 18 years is an underage in USA, cannot indulge in alcohol. Well, you are giving out alcohol to this lady. So the greatest shock and the reasons why I feel Ivaintures is not ready to travel this path is because there is a term and a terminology in law or a legalese called in flagrante delicto. In flagrante delicto, that is a term in Latin. You know, most of the law jargons and terminologies are in Latin, Latinized. So in flagrante delicto simply means in the act of the sins of the crime. You are caught red-handed in the crime. Are you there? Which comes and equalizes everything, what we call the pari delicto. The pari delicto also, in terms of law, that tells you that you need to remedize the damages that somebody have gone through for these things to be equalized. An equalizer is damage remedies. Well, let's restrict ourselves to what we call the in flagrante delicto. In flagrante delicto simply means you watch a crime, you host a crime, you see a crime, you involve yourself in a crime, you share a crime, and you don't report it. Makes a high level of offense. Which means Ivan is claiming that Amara wanted to essay, which is a crime. He's telling us Amara engaged with a minor in some other essay, silly things. It's a crime. But Ivan himself hosted a crime in his house. Ivan himself cheered a crime and facilitated a crime, and doing a crime in that crime scene, giving alcohol to a minor, and went never to report the crime itself. That's what we call now partners in crime, in flagrante delicto, caught in the red-handed in the sin. So this is the law that even Ivan himself knows will implicate him. Therefore, no one in this earth at this great Rome will dare implicate himself. Will dare implicate himself on such kind of issues, on such other kinds of substantial ground. No one. So if you are waiting for some videos, you want Ivaintures to go do some videos about rebattling Amarwa, because Amara is specific. You can say whatever you say, but the question Amara is putting forth, can you produce a video camera? Can you produce a footage of CCTV camera? You know, you cannot implicate yourselves. So guys, that is a fact. And the reasons why he cannot do it, there are a lot of sinful activities. There's a lot of criminal activities substantially believed to have been captured on the camera. Whether you're going to delete it, the technology is here. It will be unraveled. So, Ivan, the ball is in the court. If you want to pursue it, please open the CCTV camera. Amara is not a dance, neither a pedestrian. A very clever man, indeed. On the other hand, let's speak to the issues of channels being resurrected. And kudos to Amara. And even this one was confirmed by the king of traveler himself.
Because if I get with Marwa and use Marwa, and Marwa use me, I can grow and become more famous. Think about how we even heard about Ivaintures. Think about it. Think about how a lot more people heard about the king of travel. Think about it. So we got to appreciate Marwa on that type of aspect of what he have bring to our platforms of helping us to become more famous out there and more people know us. That's just the transition in life. That's just how the world works. You know, but the issue is this. From seeing what Marwa was doing when it comes to a lot of people, from Ivaintures and Jam Tours, and just he's a good manipulator. You know, he's a good talker, and he talks very soft and gentle. You would think that he's a legit character. But the reality, he's not a legit character. He just knows what he is doing, and he gets in people's presence not with the right energy. And when I say the right energy, as a good person, that I'm really your friend. I'm really your friend. I'm not pretending a friendship to get something out of you. Y'all ever met someone that you thought they were your friend, but what you found out, they were never your friend. They just wanted to use you to better their life. They wanted to use you, but then when it was all said and done, where's the energy at you reciprocating that I gave you? So basically, the way I look at the situation, what happened between them, Marwa knew that Ivaintures was a good catch in the United States of America. So he pretended Ivaintures that, wow, I'm going to use this guy right here. And Ivaintures fall in the trap. I get it. Fame. Oh man, I got the famous Marwa in my house. Oh, I'm riding around with Marwa. Gain views, gain subscribers. But now what had happened in the show, that since Ivaintures did not see the bigger picture, and it's understandable. How could the brother see the bigger picture? I mean, hey, when you blinded by fame, it puts you in a whole different mindset. Yes.
The king of traveler is acknowledging one fact, that all issue of content creation, all issues of reaction, and all issues of traveling vlog, it kudos to Marwa. Is asking and putting forth a very vital information that really validates the status of Marwa in this YouTube street and on this Christian dome, that the existence of Ivan into YouTube content creation is through Marwa. Existence of King of Travel is through Marwa. The Black Beauty and all other kind of funny shenanigans you're seeing around these YouTubers, it's Marwa. One thing that is giving Marwa for the fact is like for the fame guy. The guy who is so smart and knows his art so well. He's saying, even at what point people came to know the King of Travel, Ivaintures, all other existing channels, through Marwa. But again, it's indicting on Marwa on other things that Marwa is a manipulator. Something that it took side and telling Ivaintures that Ivaintures was blindfolded with fame, he never saw that one is coming. That message itself knows that King of Traveler knows that there are heinous activity that happened. That now Marwa came to know the truth of who Ivan is. Right there? Then Marwa is using that to implicate Ivan. Well, at later stage, he came in support of Ivan, saying that Marwa is a manipulator, and that is what Ivan never saw. So the irony of this issue is like, he knows very well there are things that happened, but he doesn't want to. Because it was simulated when he goes to see Marwa. People rejected him plus his channel. So for the resurrection of their channels, the King of Travel had to come back for very many years, almost close to 1 year or 1.5 years, not in the scene doing content. He left reaction a long time ago, but he came back doing reaction. Are you there? Ivan much try and saying. So Marwa is a god. Marwa is resurrecting and resuscitating the dead channels as dodo. Are you there? It is completely incongruent with what Nairobi Mosquito was saying, because Nairobi Mosquito is also obsessed with things that he cannot understand. He cannot understand it. So what was Nairobi Mosquito saying? So guys, that is Nairobi Mosquito. The same way I'm asking, my Marwa is resurrecting the channels. And I'm asserting without the name of Marwa, all these channels are dead. Nairobi Mosquito has got a new breath. And it's like Marwa, mentioning a Marwa name is an antidote to his sickness. First of all, I'm very sorry, Nairobi teacher, for you getting sick. The purpose of this video is not about your sickness, but the purpose of this video is on your reaction. I cannot bully a man or a person who is on his sickbed. But my brother, these things of content creation really drains people's energy. The moment you're sick and you're taking sick leave and sabbatical because you're sick, please, you are sick, heal, avoid these bad energies. It will drain you and you'll get more sick. Are you there? That is the best information I could give you. But if the Amarwa content creations is an antidote to your health, then please come and do reaction. But on that equal measure, on that leverage, I want to tell you this. Amarwa has resurrected your channel. Amarwa has resurrected Michele Ponte channel. Amarwa has resurrected Ivaintures channel. Amarwa has resurrected all these channels that you're seeing around. You are claiming that these people have been doing content. Yes, they've been doing content, but there's no growth. The growth here is not the number of subscribers. The growth here is the views and the watchers. Let's see. The video when Ivaintures was in Spain, the video, after 2 days, the video only had 504 views. Until Amarwa talk, he came and did a rebuttal on Amarwa, showing all her opulences. The video, as we speak, is 25,000 views. Do you see the variance? Another one, Michele Ponte has been masquerading, walking all around, going everywhere. No views until he claimed. And Michele Ponte has met the biggest YouTuber. He had met Amarwa. He started growing, went against Amarwa, flopped. He met the black man traveler. Are you there? Flopped. He met very many people, flopped. Views. But now, the video he did in Kenya, after 48 hours, Michele Ponte had only 2,000 views. But until he came and reacted about Amarwa, just the mention of Amarwa, that video is at 26,000 views as we speak. So Nairobi teacher, I think you can get the fact now. But the best of this you can do, brother, heal fast. Heal fast. Heal fast. But if you are getting an antidote of your sickness on Amarwa's reaction, well and good. You're welcome to this street, YouTube street.
Him to survive without mentioning my name. No, the dude has been doing videos of his own for the last 1 year. He never even thought of your existence. Until you mentioned him is when he came back to talk about you. That is, bros, like, ladies and gentlemen, this tells you how sick in the head Marwa is. Look at Ivaintures. Look at the videos that Ivan has been doing. He's not been mentioning this guy. Yeah, he's been getting 1K views, 950 something views, 13K views, 30K views, 10 views. It's okay. But he's not been mentioning this guy. So, Marwa does a 3-hour live. He mentions Ivaintures. Then, naturally, even Ivan will come and defend himself, of course. Okay, now that Ivan decided to defend himself, Marwa comes out and says, without mentioning my name, they cannot survive on YouTube. That DC guy, I think, he's a liar. Tell him to survive without my name. He's been surviving without your name. He lives in a big mansion in United States. Does this guy listen to himself? Because practically what Ivan is paying, if the house doesn't belong to him, I'm assuming in case it doesn't belong to him, the rent that he is paying in that mansion that he lives in, 1 year's rent is enough to construct Marwa's house. Remember, that is United States. It's not some African village. Okay? 1 year rent.
Michele Ponte, it's a kind of a guy that does not worth anybody's time. And it was a great mistake that Amarwa even mentioned him. Such kind of people should just be abandoned in a reckless, unwanted abandonment.
She proposed to me,
they do not
why
deserve
don't we make videos
to
as a
exist
couple,
in
like
any other
Maya and Miss Trudy? They are making so
YouTube
much money.
space
Let's
in
do
terms
the
of mentioning their
same.
names.
I did immediately.
This is a
stop
guy
them.
whom I consider
And
so
I
lazy.
told, look,
A guy
on your
whom I
channel,
consider
do whatever you want, but on my
so
channel, I do not lie
narcissistic
to
in
my
trait.
audience. I will say true
No,
to
so
the way I was brought up by my
there's
family.
this thing
So
that
we met,
once you mention and you go
suddenly
back,
she
I'm an
started
African.
making lots of views with the titles
I love
like
my heritage.
Italian boyfriend,
But you
blah, blah,
cannot
blah,
call our
and I was
heritage
replying
dark.
back
You
with
cannot call
Kenyan girl,
an African
blah, blah,
heritage
blah. Notice
to be witchcraft. You cannot call an African heritage and a culture to be backward. You cannot call our staple food ugali and you call it name, then you find me hyping praises on you. I will never. I will never. So this is a guy that is not supposed to feature anywhere, somebody talking about it. I was pained with all this kind of assertion. I don't want to talk all this allegation. People know the truth. People know the truth, even the issue of D you're talking about. You wanted D Mwango. You followed D Mwango up to their home. And you know such kind of things is against African culture. And you're sleeping in D Mwango's mother's house. And still, you have got an audacity you wanted to. No, my friend. It is not done like that. You cannot. The best thing you could have done, you could be hosted in Amara home, but not sleeping. In the same way, if I'm married, I cannot go and sleep in my mother's in-law house. So you erred. So complaining that Dimongo was using you for views is a persona non grata. You're the one, because Dimongo never travel. You travel up to Kenya to meet Dimongo to use her. Something that Amaro never wanted that such kind of relationship. The mothers and the parents never wanted such kind of relationship. But you erred. So guys, do not waste your time talking about this man. Because nothing will change. This is just, I don't know. Nothing you said in your videos. It was just a repetition. Something that Josie said. Are you there? You are just fumbling yourself. Because you wanted to reach 100,000 subscribers. After that one, you reached, and later, those people who subscribe and subscribe, you haven't still reached that one. So, who unto you? Who unto you? To wrap these conversations going forward, guys, I need to tell you one thing. That if you're waiting for Ivaintures video, you'll wait for long. Not unless he wants to produce a video to cleanse himself. He wants to go on a damage control to tell a story on his side, yet we know the truth. Are you there? That is what we call the deception. But what I know, the story itself, where Amaro decided to ask for YouTube, ask for CCTV footage, implicates Ivaintures on the scene of crime, what we call in flagrante delicto, a partner of crime. You see a crime, escort a crime, chair a crime, facilitate a crime, host a crime, you commit another crime. It's a highly treasonable crime. So Ivaintures cannot implicate himself. And that's a fact. And don't argue with me. Another thing is, it is a fact Amaro has resurrected the channels that were dead like dodo. They are back in the street. Who knew King of Traveler will come and do a reaction again? Who knew Amaro's name is an antidote to Nairobi teachers' health? Who knew that Michole Ponte would still come to Kenya to search for subscribers? Well, again, it's belittling the African culture. Who knew all such kind of things? That one is alone that Amaro is a masterpiece in this game, so strategic. Not a downs, not a pedestrian. But a pedantic. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.